morning, and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor, presented by Barstool News Network. It is Florida Man Friday, January 31st, 2020. Happy birthday to PFT Commenter. And I don't know about you guys, but I am fucking tired. What a week it's been, huh?
Not me. Nope.
No?
Working on a lot of content for your enjoyment, so you better appreciate it.
Yeah. You might not have seen us on the blog a lot this week, but that's because we've been editing our own Iowa video.
I did one today. I did one. I did one Thursday. That mentioned what we've been doing. We had a trip to Iowa. We've had 3 presidential candidate interviews this week, and we are also trying to do all of the condensing all of that into a video for everybody.
It's a lot. We're set up a new studio.
We get help from HQ editors and stuff. Shout out Jack. Shout out Max. But like this one, we wanted to do mostly on our own, and we have the skills to do it, so we've been doing that.
Yeah. So we're all fucking tired, but it is Florida Man Friday.
Shout out Danny.
Yeah. Shout out all.
Shout out Danny. Shout out Jay. Shout out Cam.
Shout out
everyone.
Shout out Andrew.
Shout him.
Rebecca. All right, now, but it's Florida Man Friday. The order is Mark, Wes, myself, and then Pat. So, Mark, get us going.
All right, guys, stop me if you've heard me say this before, and I probably have, but this time I mean it again. The best mugshot of all time was released, and it's a Florida Man.
Okay. I buy it.
Yeah, you should. Forget adding him to our Florida Man mug T-shirt shirt. His face should be its own T-shirt entirely. We just need to get this guy's face. What's that?
No chance he's better than the long neck guy.
Oh, he is. I wish everyone listening right now could see the mugshot. I'm looking at it, and if you're not driving, do yourself a favor and Google Ricky Dealey mugshot right now. That's RICKY space DEELEY. Check out Ricky Dealey.
Oh my God,
it looks like a mugshot from an outer space prison.
He looks like if the Hills had meth.
But then grew up.
Yeah.
And then got a fuckboy haircut.
It's the combo of both those movies you guys read. It's Guardians of the Galaxy meet The Hills Have Eyes.
Yes.
And then that's
Do you think this guy's ugly kind of works for him in reverse, where like he's so ugly that he becomes hot again?
No.
Not like a troll doll.
No.
I mean, this guy fucks. You tell him this.
But it's like he fucks like skanky chicks because that are intimidated by him and want drugs from him, but not
still fucking.
Yeah, exactly. Dealey's mugshot instantly became viral after the Marion County Sheriff's Office released it on the internet because there was really no other option but to share the photo with everyone you knew when you saw it. You have to. Like, I was like, well, I'm doing this story, and I need everyone to look at this picture. That's what I said today. According to the police Facebook post, a deputy conducted a traffic stop based off an entire expired tag on the car he was driving.
Oh, my God.
And I'm sure when he saw who was driving, immediately called for backup.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Did you see the other cats that were in the car with him?
Yes, but they don't. I mean, they're like 12 years younger than him. They're on their way to look like him, but he's hardened.
Well, yeah, the one guy is like a junior of him, but just doesn't have the natural God-given physical attributes of this being this freaky looking.
His ears are starting to form that way because of the meth, but he's still 11 years of meth abuse away.
There was a lady in the car.
Yes.
Who fucks her between these two guys?
Both of them.
Yeah, the alpha daddy, Ricky Dealey. I guarantee that.
He goes first.
Well, that's just an order thing, like Mark said.
Yeah.
Ricky Dealey goes first.
After finding Dealey had a suspended driver's license and that the younger passenger, the female, had a warrant out for her arrest, the car was searched. Any idea what they found in the car?
Meth.
An alligator?
23 grams of meth, a
lot of
handgun, cocaine, marijuana, and 20 methylene pills, and a digital scale. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say 0 mirrors.
Yeah.
I think he probably removed the rear view mirror and anything that showed his reflection from the car.
Yeah.
They found 85 different types of methamphetamines in the car.
Yes.
So.
Yes. This guy seriously looks like the exact opposite of the hot mugshot guy. You remember him? Mm-hmm. He got hired to do high fashion modeling and was like featured in like all like Vogue and went sent to Italy to do like runway shots based off his mugshot.
Yeah.
This guy Dealey also is going to get famous off his mugshot and get a lot of work, but he's going to get so many offers to do like horror films in Serbia. That's going to be
Dude, that's what he looks
Carnival.
like.
Yes.
Yeah.
He looks like, did you guys watch American Horror Story season 1?
I watched every season.
He looks like that.
Like the girl?
Yeah, that weird little creature.
She's a human.
How big is this guy? How tall? Did you get height and weight on him?
Unless he's 2 feet tall, he's scary as fuck.
Yeah. His features would lead you to believe he's in the 6s.
Yeah. He could be anywhere between 4 and 8 feet based off the mugshot. All right, that's that one.
Like another species. All right, guys, file this one under the unnecessary extra steps to commit a simple crime category, as a Florida man had a very creative way to steal some cash from the register of a McDonald's in Kissimmee, Florida, with the unnecessary help from an accomplice that he absolutely didn't need at all. And it's amazing he convicted him to do this, or convinced him to do this. So what this clever cash burglar did was dress up as a McDonald's employee. He then walked behind the register like he belonged there.
All right.
And when his friend walked up to place an order, he opened the cash drawer, grabbed the money, and then the two men booked it out separate doors to confuse the other employees who already didn't give a fuck.
They were like, "What? Okay, what?"
Yeah. Well,
this is a higher intellect crime for Florida. Well, I'm kind of amazed.
Well, we were talking about this before. Why did he have to have someone else come up to the drawer if he was just going to run out
Why does
with the money anyway?
So there's a lot. This is a tough one to dissect. But here I've got a few thoughts on it. You wear the McDonald's outfit and you walk in, and at worst, the people are gonna be like, "Oh, is it your first day?" Right? And usually on your first day, you're not gonna be running register. So he wouldn't have gotten away with being in front of the register for very long. So he needed a customer to come up to him immediately, and he probably, not all the McDonald's are busy enough. When he went to
inside man.
Yeah, so he couldn't just wait the register for 5 minutes for someone to come up to him.
It was so he looked natural, but good call. He probably had an inside man, because how did he get the uniform? Unless he worked at another McDonald's.
Well, he knew how to open the drawer, so I'm sure he's done retail
Maybe
work.
he's a previous McDonald's employee.
I would start there, Pat. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I mean, I don't know why, if his whole goal was obviously to get behind the register and not look suspicious. But once he got back there, he didn't need to wait for some guy to
he starts making
an order.
Well, no, again, because if someone's popping the register and no customers there, that looks suspicious.
That's a 5-second difference. He walks in, pops the register, grabs the cash.
I understand why he asked for an accomplice.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why the accomplice agreed to do it.
How much money is in a McDonald's register anyway?
Like
It's like
$62.
$327.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a lot of money in Florida. Yeah.
In Florida, Will, they don't have credit and they always use cash.
No, it's all paper.
It's all
so
cash.
it's like 10 grand and a McDonald's
10 grand in
cash
Florida.
It's a huge
And
amount of
McDonald's
cash.
are very popular. It's probably 10 grand.
Yeah. Anyway, this is the second time this method has been used, as back on Christmas Day of last year, which is smart in my opinion, because first, nobody working at McDonald's on Christmas Day gives a flying fuck what happens at work that day. And second, he could have easily been like, I'm here covering from another store because of the holiday, blah, 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 blah. So I guess he thought it worked so well the first time that he would do it the exact same thing again. Okay. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Did he have an accomplice the first time?
I think he did. Yeah, I
same accomplice.
Yeah, I know.
So he got away with this boneheaded scheme once.
Right.
And then
Exactly.
was like, all right, this is the shit.
It's perfect, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, Osceola County Police are still looking for this guy, and something tells me the accomplice is going to get caught doing something very, very dumb in a separate incident, and then rat out the mastermind from this crime, and that's how it's all going to go.
He's gullible. If you guys want to commit a crime and need another warm body, the guy that does the McDonald's apprenticeship is willing.
He can be talking to anything.
Let's be honest. The accomplice is dead.
Yeah.
You tie up that loose end right after you rob the McDonald's.
You're probably right, Pat. So anyway, they're still looking for him.
McDonald's cash.
Yeah, it's not a lot of cash.
It's like Mad Max down there.
All right, let's take it over to the Manatee County soft corner.
All right.
Unfortunately, we got another Florida man taking a trip back to the soft corner today. It is Robert Leroy Edwards, 38, of Bradenton, Florida. He was arrested after allegedly hanging a neighbor's dog from a tree by an electrical cord and then going into the home of the neighbor where he slain their canine in the front yard and punched the child resident of that home in the face because the boy refused to help him hide the body of the dog that he just killed in the front yard.
Why would the boy hide the what?
Well, I'm torn on this one, Mark, because you should agree to help and adhere to the command of an elder. If you're at that age.
That's what Robert Leroy thinks.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So although it is your dead dog, if an adult asks you for help.
I think if they murder your dog without good reason, then no on the elders.
That's what makes it a little bit confusing.
Yeah, that's a clause in that.
Well, Mark, this other guy in the house, he didn't have time to consider whether it was good reason or not. Another, not a minor, an adult resident from the house emerged after seeing the dead dog hanging from the tree in the front yard and the boy being punched by a 38-year-old man.
Hopefully
so he tried to approach Edwards, but he too was then punched in the face for having the gall to question why the man would kill their dog in the front yard.
Well,
So
now that guy kind of deserved it because you don't question someone that killed your dog and punched your kid. You attack them.
Yeah, you don't
right.
question their motives.
Yeah.
you definitely should have gone for the provoked attack there, not
You attempt to murder them, I would assume.
This is why you own a firearm. So you
Right.
you use your
So you
firearm.
could
This
shoot Edwards. Yeah, Edwards is the prime example of a guy you definitely should shoot if he comes into
This
your
is like
house.
literally
Yes.
this is a scenario they go over in handgun training.
Right. This is like, yeah, Edwards is the guy.
I might be able to talk to him reasonably.
He's running into your home, punching your kid in the face.
Yeah.
Turns out the dog had been barking before Edwards rage killed him and then attacked the entire family. Thankfully, the police are holding Edwards in the soft corner without bond. So he is
Jesus Christ.
going to be in jail.
All right, guys. Florida woman Heather Chisholm was met with a perplexing situation when she went to change the diaper of her 1-year-old son after picking him up from daycare. When she undressed little Milo, she was confused when she noticed that a message had been scrawled across his torso in black marker. And the message read, Mom, no, yeah, close.
I pooped.
Mom, I'm out of diapers. Please read my report.
Oh, wow.
And marker on the kid's torso. So at first, Chisholm was impressed and appreciated that Milo had taken the time to write a reminder for his mother. But after some thought, she realized that Milo couldn't have written the message because he's illiterate due to him being roughly 12 months old.
Yep.
And that's when it all clicked. This was a message from someone at Milo's daycare, sending it home to Mom.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How dare they tell me how to buy food for my children, or diapers.
Diapers.
Sorry.
Well, it's an effective method of communication, but normally when Chisholm picks up Milo from the Children's Education Center of the islands, she would find a daily report in his lunchbox letting her know how he performed that day.
This one was covered in his shit.
Yeah, and if he needed more diapers. And apparently Chisholm, I guess, had missed reading a recent diaper report.
Oh, right. Sure, she missed it.
Right.
She missed the 85 diaper reports that she fucking ignored.
Yeah, but what if she pick him up from like a drop box? Can't you just walk up to her and be like, "Hey, your kid's out of diapers"? Like, I mean, come on.
Well, like they normally send him
You
I agree
pull
with
your
Wes.
kid out of the fucking
You should have
mailbox.
several warnings. I'm sure there's a ton of extra diapers laying around.
That's true. But you don't want to know how I know Chisholm's lying is what fucking 1-year-old has a lunchbox? They can barely support the weight of their own heads. But Chisholm told reporters that it wasn't the fact that the boy's teacher had used him as a Post-it note that bothered her. It was the location of the writing, saying, quote, I was mainly upset because it was written so far down on his torso that his diaper comes above it. So that's upsetting to me that he was naked when he was written on.
You know what's upsetting to the school is that they've had to give like 85 free diapers to this kid.
Exactly. That's the thing. Well, that's why the diaper report exists at the end of the day, and this woman's just not paying attention to it. She went on to say, I wasn't given a phone call, an email, or a text message. I wasn't verbally told he needed diapers. It's not like they've been hounding me for weeks. So it seems a little drastic, right?
Your kid poops 3 times a day, lady.
I know. Well, guys,
You need 3 diapers per day and maybe have an extra supply.
guess what, y'all? This isn't the first time her baby was used as mail. Chisholm said it also happened back in November, where he came home with a message scrawled across his chest about the diapers.
No way.
She said, I thought it was an isolated incident and I could be quiet, nothing would happen, but then it happened
And
again.
still not give diapers.
Exactly. She's a fucking lazy mother who's not hooking up the diapers. You should see this woman.
She'd rather tell the newspaper about her baby being written on than just buy fucking diapers.
Yep.
This was an angry mom Facebook post, Will. This is how this went viral.
She's going to get free diapers donated for this.
You can't write on the kid. That's
No, of
you
course
can't do
not.
that.
She'll be rewarded for this behavior?
That's what I'm predicting.
Yeah, anyway.
I'm not happy about it.
My
Will.
goodness.
That's what I'm predicting.
What does
Either she's a
America
terrible
come to?
mom or this is the worst daycare in the world or maybe it's just Florida. I don't know.
It's just a breakdown in communication.
Yeah.
Wes,
that's all.
did you tell a story earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Why?
Because it's me again.
Oh.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
back to
Wes
me.
messed up
All
the
right,
order.
Let's
No, I
ta-
didn't. I pasted it right in
I'm
next
just
to my
making
name.
sure. I just forgot. It's been,
Okay.
it's been about
Back
7
to
minutes
Mark,
since you
and then-
talked.
Now we're good.
Let's-
We're right on track.
All right, cool. Well, then let's take a trip on over to Naples.
Love that.
Florida. Not Naples.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Neighbors of the Il Regalo community are not happy as someone in their affluent neighborhood turned the entire exterior of a $500,000 home into an acid trip painting that would make Jackson Pollock blush. Yeah, you following me?
I think so.
40-year-old
I mean,
Jeff. Yeah, you
But
get
in
it?
Naples, though, wouldn't you want like a nice, like vibrant vibe like that? Like on a.
I agree. Like down in Miami, they have like pastel painted houses.
Yeah, not this much. This is too
I haven't
much.
seen the picture, so I don't know.
You haven't seen the picture. I'll show you later. 40-year-old, put it in the blog. 40-year-old Jeffrey Liebman painted wildly the entire outside of his home over the course of just a few days. But boy, did he do a lot of damage, potentially up to $100,000 in damages just on the exterior of the home. Paint was splattered all over the house, the roof, the trees, the lawn, and the mailbox. It looks like the cat in the hat did a bunch of meth with thing 1 and thing 2, and then had access to like 100 buckets of several different neon colored paints because the thing is very bright. It's actually impressive.
Oh,
like,
shit. I'm
what do you
looking
got
at
to, are you looking at this? Isn't that crazy?
No way a sober guy painted that house.
No, Alan Klawans, notorious worrier and complainer who was just checking on a friend's house in the neighborhood, doesn't even live in the fucking neighborhood, said, "I can't believe it. I absolutely can't believe someone would do something like this. He obviously has a drug issue or something going on. I've just never seen anything like this in my life." Klawans was right, though. As neighborhood management said, Liebman is no longer living in the home. He is facing previous drug charges, including smuggling contraband into the detention facility, so he had drugs in his ass when he got arrested for drugs. And now the Homeowners Association is also suing Liebman, this guy who no one can find him. He's supposed to go to court in a couple weeks, but we'll see.
Well,
this guy,
with habits like that, I mean, he's going to be good at disappearing.
It was his
for
house,
sure.
though, right? He owned the house.
He did own the house, but he just, after he painted it, he was up 3 days in a row destroying this expensive house on meth. And once he finished his masterpiece and snapped out of it, he just left town.
He's got the means to do it. He has that nice house.
Well, he also must have a
destroyed.
truck. Yeah, he also must have a truck, Will, because I'm talking about like maybe 80 gallons of paint.
Well, he also painted his car in the process, though. There's like a Nissan Leaf in the front
like
yard.
Like hundreds of
Contractor
pounds.
buckets of neon paint.
Yeah, hundreds and hundreds of pounds of paint. Yeah. What do you need all this for, sir? Just put it in the truck.
All right. It is predicted time.
How's your desk, Wes?
I feel very comfortable right now. It's fine.
Wes has no desk and no monitor.
I'm glad I don't have a monitor. A little upset about the desk. So all right,
yeah,
guys, it's predicted time.
So what's the feeling about monitor versus computer?
I'm loving it because I can actually make eye contact with the people when I'm giving notes
So
on my story.
the Austin studio guys are going for what? Do they want to read off monitors or off of computers? This is a big
let's give a background. So we got this new studio. We got these beautiful new rugs. We're gonna add a bunch to it. It's looking good.
I do have a rug.
But we're
It is looking
trying.
nice.
We got these different camera angles. We're trying to like
They
not.
got you a rug, Wes.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they got.
I do have a rug.
We don't want to look like we're looking at a laptop.
we want to make eye contact with our
We want to
audience.
make eye contact with the audience, so we got these monitors set up like teleprompters. The only problem is it's exposing the fact that I don't have great eyesight.
Oh. And then Wes, he just likes
You're
to look
squinting?
down.
So
I'm just used to it. I'm a creature of habit, guys.
Change for the better? I don't think so.
Yeah. All right. So let me start over. Now that we got that out of the way.
Yeah.
It's predicted time. As one genius said on Twitter today, named Joshy, he said, honestly, if you aren't listening to Hard Factor by now and gambling on the news with them, you're just wasting your time. Thanks, Joshy. The check is in the mail. And of course, if you can hear me right now, you already know that you should be listening to the show, but have you started gambling with us yet? And if the answer is no, go to predictic.org/promo/hardfactor20 right now. We will give you 20 free bucks when you deposit at least $20 in your account. And Joshy is right. It is just the fucking best. And these next couple months are like the March Madness of political gambling. You got the caucuses, the primaries right around the corner. Each one is a new chance to make tons of money. Each one also has some sub-markets like the margin of victory, all that kind of shit. So just lots of bets out there.
You're not kidding.
So what the fuck are you waiting for?
and really, March is like the March Madness. So
Yes.
what's going to happen in March is you're going to fucking double up on March Madness, and
Yep.
that is going to be the craziest gambling month you've ever had in your life.
Yeah.
Super Tuesday is March 3rd. That's 16 states with about 80 markets.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's huge. So remember, predictit.org/promo/hardfactor20. Let's go once again to the Iowa caucus, and you have to ask yourself, which poll do you believe? It's that close in Iowa right now. It's down to Bernie and Biden. Every day a new poll comes out that suggests the other is in the lead. Right now, Bernie is the favorite on Predicted at around 60 cents. They're hovering at 59, 61 cents for Bernie. Biden hovering around 29, 30 cents, depending on the minute. But if you look at the polls, it's anyone's game. Monmouth has Biden up by 2. Iowa State University has...
Monmouth is a shitty school. Fuck what Pat said.
Stop it. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Iowa State has Biden. Iowa State has Sanders up by 5. Emerson has Sanders up by 9. USA Today, Biden up by 6. New York Times, Sanders up 7. The average is Bernie up 3.6, but I think there's a 4-point margin of error.
So, Wes,
yeah,
when we were up there, we talked to people about this.
Yeah.
So we just talked to them, and what we heard was that it's so split throughout the state that depending on where you poll, you will get different answers, and you can even have neither of them two in the lead in different communities. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's Iowa is going to be
welcome
a
to the
shit
fucking show.
It's a fucking toss-up. It's a fucking toss-up.
It's insane that Warren has slipped to 4th. That's crazy.
No.
She's
Well, she was
Donzo.
that was,
Well, it's also only reflective of Iowan voters, theoretically, right? Like
no, Pat. Warren slipped. You're right. Warren, it was amazing. She was in control in the summer, and then she just totally blew it.
She's a big goof.
It's looking like Sanders and Biden toss up, and then Mayor Pete, and then Bloomberg, and then Warren, and then our guy Steyer.
Right.
Because
pretty much, yeah, exactly. So
Our
we got
billionaire
2 out of
top
my first billionaire.
we interviewed 2 out of the top 5 candidates for sure.
Yeah.
This
Hey,
week.
by the way, a lot of people have been asking when our Mayor Pete's coming out. We shot a Mayor Pete interview Wes and Will did as part of our Iowa video. That'll probably be coming out Monday
morning.
But we'll release.
It was really short.
We'll release the duration of the Mayor Pete video, the interview. But yeah, it's really short.
It was really short, like Mayor
The
Pete.
Kobe question
Little
that we
guy.
already put out on social was like we only asked 4 questions. So
Pete was literally running from them as the interview was happening.
Yeah, that was, and in fact, you'll see in the video, but it was quite a task even to get that interview.
His
So
campaign manager did the we got to go
Wrap it up.
before the interview started.
But Wes hit him with some hard hitting questions, undoubtedly.
Oh, yeah,
you'll-
for sure.
Wes was grilling everybody in Iowa. You
was.
should have seen the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man on fire.
All right, so let's go back to predicted. Let's back to the caucus market. It's exciting. So do you gamble on Biden like I did? Either way, I'm getting the desk because Mark took Bernie. So either I buy myself a desk or Mark buys me one, and he brings it up so much that I eventually stop using it to piss him off. It's going to be exciting. Also, one more market. Take a look at that Witnesses yes or no market. It went from 15 cents to 37 cents. Right now, it's
For
at
yes.
18 cents.
Talking about
So
yes.
Yeah, for yes. So it's all over the place. And it looks like the Dems are getting desperate. They're crawling to Justice Roberts to help them out and rule on the issue in
He's
case
not
there's a
gonna help them.
50-50 tie, which it doesn't sound like there's going to be. The Republicans claim they have enough votes to just crush it.
Well, no. We heard it will be a 50-50 tie. There's 3 Republicans that are going to vote.
Now
Yes,
that
that would be a 50-50 tie.
They're claiming that they have enough votes in a new article that I just read.
I think it's going to end a 50-50 tie.
Right. So, if Roberts steps out of his mostly ceremonial role, which way is he going to
Well,
go?
which is a no. It's a no.
Yeah, he's nominated by a Republican.
50-50 tie is a no.
Right. So, but it's there's still a lot of meat on that boat. So, and hey, here's another bonus. If you sign up, predicted.org/promo/hardfactor20, and you have any questions as to how it works, just DM us or go and search the Predicted blog that we wrote. It's super easy to understand. And once you get going, it's a very easy learning curve, and it's fucking fun. So
I've got another primary. I've got my Bet 2020 series. I'm doing another. It's all about predicted betting on the primary elections. I've got another one coming out this weekend, so I'll have more instructions in there. I will start listing the prices more like Vegas odds based on feedback of everybody going, what the fuck are these odds? That's like 85% of the comments. So I will start listing them like Vegas odds next time.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Next up, I've got more crime stories. This
you
one,
think?
Yeah.
Florida Man Friday.
Pretty much always a crime story. All right, this one's about the rabbit suit guy. You guys remember the dude who got caught on video in Orlando beating the shit out of a guy outside of a bar in a bunny suit?
The Easter Bunny, Will.
I do remember that. No, he wasn't an Easter Bunny. He was.
Yeah, he was.
Was
Yeah, he was. He was
Yeah.
dressed as Easter Bunny.
Yeah,
And
he was.
Yes. He beat the crap out of some guy who was being rude to a woman around Easter in Orlando last year. in a bunny.
It wasn't because the guy was coming at him. He was just vigilanteing. He was
Vigilante
protecting the
in
people.
bunny suit, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, questionable vigilante. You don't really know.
I mean,
According to him, vigilante.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
And, he's hoping that you do remember that, which most of you don't, apparently. And he was also hoping the cops did, too. So Antoine McDonald, he's 21. He accidentally drove his motorcycle through a stop sign and into a carport on January 16th. And then he allegedly limped away from the scene of the crime. But when the police arrived at McDonald's home, they found him attempting to flee the home in a car. But before he hopped into the car to flee the scene, he made sure to put on his bunny suit, to make sure the cops saw him in the suit. So when the officers came up to his car, they said, "What's going on?" The guy said, "Hey, I'm the Orlando Easter Bunny. Google me."
I see. It was a you know who I am scenario.
Exactly.
Don't you know who I am?
I
He
knew
tried
someone
to
like
big
this.
time them with his Easter Bunny costume.
With his furry outfit.
I met
Yeah.
someone one time. I was introduced to this person in a professional sense in the music business. We're like, "This is Panda," and it was a person dressed as a panda.
Right.
And I was like, and everyone was like, cool with it. I was like, wait.
But Pat, like this to the cops. His logic
Understood.
His logic was like
it was
when
like them saying that to the cops. Yeah,
like
and
when
Panda
a
committed
movie
crime.
star, when like Mel Gibson or Charles Barkley's like, "Don't you know who I am?"
Yeah.
Right.
He put on his Easter
okay.
Bunny suit.
He thought his
Right,
celebrity
right.
would get him
He
out.
thought his celebrity would get him out by dressing as a fucking bunny.
Yeah, it's like Charles
Correct.
Manson escaping and being like, "Oh, you know who I am?"
Yeah.
Well, you got a
Yeah.
swastika on your head, so yeah.
So he tried to big time them with his viral video from last year.
You're gonna let me off now, right? Yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah, it turns out the cops don't care if you beat the shit out of strangers in your furry suit. And also, they really don't care about that if you got warrants for burglary in New Jersey in 2018.
Ooh.
And you just destroyed some poor guy's carport out of the blue. So Antoine is now in Seminole County Jail, where he is awaiting trial, I would
So
assume.
he had to show up to the jail in the bunny suit.
Oh, I'm sure he got booked. Well, no, the cop
Yeah.
actually. That's funny. The story said the cops asked him to take the bunny suit off before they arrested him because they were like, "This is ridiculous." And then he said he refused to and said, "No, Google me. I'm the Orlando Bunny.
He was like, "I can't. It's not a suit."
He's a man of principle.
I'm a vigilante. You don't
Yeah.
get it."
It's hard to hit a carport, guys. All right. So this one's from our intern, Cam. Shout out, Cam. When Inette Ames was in kindergarten back in 2007, she was part of a very lucky group of 97 children at Hibiscus Elementary School in Miami who were promised a college scholarship of $3,000 per year for her to go to any four-year university in the great state of Florida. Pretty cool, right?
That's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah, her mother,
That's really
Zendara,
good. Yeah.
she signed, what's that, Will?
That's real. It eases the burden of college.
It's great. 12
significantly.
grand. Come on. An in-state tuition could be
I
really
thought you
helpful.
said $3 grand. $3 grand a year.
$3 grand a year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, her mother, Zendara, signed a contract with the I Have a Dream Foundation, which indicated that as long as Inette worked hard in school, that I Have a Dream would be there to help with college. And when Inette was ready for middle school, the family moved to Broward County to pursue the opportunities brought by a better school and a better neighborhood. And Zendara made sure, though, to contact the I Have a Dream people and say, "Hey, we're moving. We're still cool." And I Have a Dream's like, "Yeah, no problem."
So all you had to do was finish elementary school there,
No, it was
All
be a
through
good
high school,
student
it sounded like.
through high school.
but you were grandfathered in if you were in that class.
Yes, well, that's what Zendara, the mother, made sure. She called. She was like, "We're moving. Is that cool?" They were like, "Yep."
And they were like, "Oh yeah, we got you."
Pat, you might need glasses too. I think it's Zandra.
Mm-hmm.
Not Zandara.
Yep, Zandra.
Zendara.
Yep.
Yeah, he keeps saying Zandara.
Did you
but I
guys
think
watch
it's Zandra.
Guardians?
Who the
of
fuck
the
is named
Galaxy right
Zandra
before
or
we did
Zendara
this?
anyway? I'm sorry.
Like Wes was talking about a prison, like a prison in space. Now Pat's calling everybody Zendara.
What do you care? Let me get
Pat's adding a lot of vowels with his new teleprompter system.
Yeah, bro, it's sweet. Anyway, so whatever. The mom calls the thing. She calls yearly to make sure that the scholarship's
Yeah.
still good. And every year they're like, "Yep, she's good. She's good." But anyone want to guess what happens?
She's getting
not
screwed
good.
over.
Oh, she's not getting that schoscholarship. It's a total Scott Tots situation. I don't know if you guys remember that. That's that episode
Michael
of The Office.
Scott.
Yep.
Yeah.
He promised the kids the scholarships.
They loved it too. I love the
Exactly.
song they did for him.
Yep. So the director of the foundation, Stephanie Trump, told 7 News in Florida that 21 kids have moved. 21 of the 97 had moved, and 20 of those 21 kids are getting the scholarship, with Inette or Yvette being
What?
the exception.
Why not her?
Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't really give a fucking reason, to be honest. Like, they gave her like varying reasons.
She got
and
into too expensive of a school, or no?
No, because it's just $3 grand flat no matter what school she goes to per year. I think they just ran out of money and are cutting. Yvette, what do you guys think?
Do I have a dream?
Will's saying he thinks Zandara, really Zandra's family, got rich.
No. They're saying the reason they gave her for not being eligible is because she moved in 2014, which didn't make sense, really. Essentially, they're screwing her. They're screwing this kid.
Well, it sounds like it.
So
They are screwing her, yeah.
Yeah, it's messed up. Scott's Tots situation. Can't believe that life is imitating art.
I'll tell you who deserves a donation is that girl, not the family of the kid that gets written on because he doesn't have diapers. But someone should give that kid $3,000.
That's true. This mother is the exact opposite of that mother, and they're getting fucked. And that's
The
gonna
kid,
do it
wait,
for
the kid?
No.
Who?
Fuck it,
saying-
guys. It's Friday.
It's Friday. The wheels are falling off. What I'm saying is the baby that didn't have the diapers, don't
Oh,
donate
him
to that
himself.
family. No, just the family. Don't donate to that family. Donate to the family of the girl that got screwed out of the scholarship that was actually paying attention to it. Never mind.
You got to check
Oh,
in
yeah,
on a
yeah,
scholarship
yeah. I
every
get
now
that.
and then.
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
it. Now I get it.
My name's Pat. My socials are at Hard Factor Pat. That's Wes. That's Mark. That's Will at Hard Factor. Then our name. Give us a follow at Hard Factor News and at Barstool News Network. It's fucking Friday. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm really excited for a great weekend and
Enjoy the Super Bowl.
Enjoy the
Hey,
Super Bowl,
hey,
right?
Check
And
this out.
then-
Check
Yeah?
this out.
Yeah?
I'm drinking Bud Nights.
Whoa.
See,
What is that?
Oh,
Because it's a Golden Night
Las
Bud
Vegas
Light.
Nights.
So I'm
Love
drinking
that.
some Bud Nights for Florida Man Friday.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Enjoy the Super Bowl.
Bud Night.
But don't be too
Florida Man
hungover because
Friday.
you got to watch the Iowa caucus video Monday morning.
Exactly. Keep a lookout for that and have a great fucking weekend.
Shout out Aiden for all the stories. We didn't get to one, but appreciate it.